Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Planet for Tech. I hope you all are doing great and learning lots by watching all the continuous episode of this series PHP Beginners to Master. So guys, till now we have completed 22 episode of this series, and today in the continuing session of this series I am going to describe you some new topic in the episode of 23. So here today we are going to understand about the PHP MySQL functions. So in this we will learn about the functions which are being provided by the PHP, and with the help of those functions we can connect with the MySQL and we can manipulate the data, and we can create some table structure like that. So guys, with the help of this set of PHP MySQL functions, we can create a project which can manage the database, and you can consider that project kind of dynamic project, because if the project is not having database connectivity, so those kind of projects comes in under the category of the static project. So guys, here, so today we are going to understand about the PHP MySQL set of functions. Here we will understand like how we can connect with the MySQL database, how we can run some SQL query there, and how we can insert, how we can delete and update and all. So this way we will go one by one, and each function we have to look up practically so that we can understand it better way. Now, first of all, we have to understand like what is this MySQL. So for this episode, I'm not going to describe in a brief way about the MySQL, but for short summary, we can understand like MySQL is kind of database which is available on server side, and with the help of this, we can store the data in a tabular format. So it is kind of RDMS tool. RDMS tool means relational database management tool, you can say. So there are basically two type of file system. You can say the SQL and there are basically two type of the database, SQL and the no SQL. So in the SQL, all thing comes as under RDBMS, but in case of NoSQL, it is a file system, so it comes under the it has some other tools like the MongoDB. So we will discuss on that about in an other series or in other episode. But here we are going to understand the MySQL PHP functions only. So the prerequis- the so the pre prerequisite for this MySQL function is you should have the basic knowledge about the MySQL queries, what the MySQL queries are. So let me show you some of the basic query. Let me start Notepad. So guys, you can see here. So in a MySQL, basically there are two type of query we use, DDL and DML. So this DDL stands from the data definition language, and DML stands from the data manipulation language. So in the DDL, what we do basically, we just define the structure of the table like by using some command. Create command is there, alter command is there. In the same way, we have a drop command just to drop the existing structure. In case of DML, we just manipulate the data with the help of some query. So in DML, there are certain commands available. So those set of commands are nothing but you can say insert and delete. In the same way, update is also there. So and if you want to delete all the data from the table, so you can use the truncate. So these are the basic and regular commands what we used in terms of SQL query in MySQL and in SQL as well. So today we are going to discuss all this with the help of the PHP, how PHP connects with the database. So first of all, let me create one database in a PHP-MyAdmin. So from there we will connect here. So let me start my PHP-MyAdmin. So this is my PHP-MyAdmin. So here I'm going to create one database, and on that I'm going to add one. Let me show here. So I have to create new database. Actually, I have zoomed it. That is why it is not showing the option there. So anyway, let me have the other option. So databases, you can see. So I'm going to create new database, practice demo. So this is my database. I'm going to create it. It is created, and now I have to connect with the database from the PHP. So to connect with the PHP, we need some specific function and we need some information. So let me create one connection here. So connection con equals to mysql I underscore connect. So this function is available there. Guys, you have to make a note of all the function, whatever we are going to discuss here. So the first function is what? mysql I underscore connect. So this mysql I underscore connect, what it does, it basically connects our PHP with the MySQL server. So here I am going to pass the information. The first information is the you have to pass the host name that right now my host name is localhost. So this way I can pass it. And the second information I have to pass the user. So user is root and the password is blank for me. There is no password. Now, so guys, here with the help of this connection information, we can check whether this is connected or not. If this is empty, so we can check it here, connection. If this is empty, so we can say like not connected, MySQL not connected. Otherwise, we can say it is connected. So let's see what it is showing there. Let me show you in the browser. So it is showing MySQL connected because the information whatever we have provided is correct one. So let me change that information here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and let's see what it is showing. So here it is giving some warning message, and together it is showing like MySQL not connected. So this way guys you can check like the MySQL is connected or not. If it is connected, so you have to check this if condition, and here you have to pass three parameters first. So, localhost, root, and the password. The password is blank. So first MySQL connect function takes the parameter. The first parameter is the name of the host name, and second one is the username, and the third one is the password of the localhost server. So this way we can use the MySQL connect function. So MySQL connect function is basically used to connect the PHP with MySQL. So this is all about the MySQL connect. Now let's see how we can select particular database in MySQL. So guys, till now we have understood about the what is the MySQL connect function. So let me make a note for all of you so that you can download it from the description of this video. For now, let me create one table here. So the first one is you can say the function and details. So we have understood about the MySQL I connect, MySQL I underscore connect. So this function is used just to connect with MySQL server. So this is the usage of this function basically. Now another function we are going to understand MySQL I underscore select underscore db. So what this function does? So this function basically you can say select the particular database available in the given MySQL connection. So here connects with given database. So let me show you. So here we can use MySQL I underscore select db. Here this function will take two arguments. The first argument is the connection itself, and the second argument is the name of the database. We have to pass it here. So we have created the database. The name of the database was practice demo. So this one we can use there. So let me show you. Yes, it is working because if this is not correct, so it should give the error. Let me give you one error here. So you can see here. So this is connected with the particular database. Now we are going to understand some other query like we want to create some table, and we want to create some we want to select some data from the table. So those all we are going to understand one by one. So now let's see the next function of the PHP MySQL. So guys, I'm going to show you one query. With the help of that we can create another database as well. So let me comment it for now, and let me show you how we can create the database with the help of PHP itself. So for that we have to write one query SQL. So here I'm going to write query create database demo, or you can say practice. So this is the SQL, and now we have to execute this SQL with the help of the PHP MySQL function, that is MySQL query. So in this function we can pass two arguments. We have to pass, the first argument will be the connection itself, and the second argument will be the query. So with the help of this function we can execute particular query, and once it is executed it will give you some response. So that response, on the basis of that response, we can understand like this function is created or not. So it always give us the you can say a result. So let me select one result here. So if this result is failed, I'm going to make it if condition. If this result is true, so it will come here and it will show like database is created. Database created successfully. So this way we can see. Oh, let me give one BR there. You can see it is not coming there because there are some error. The same database cannot be created two times. So how we can see the exact database error here? For that we need to use another function of the MySQL PHP. Let me show you their function as well here. So guys, to know the exact error, what is the error, so we can use one function, that is the MySQL error here. So it will give us the information about what is the exact error, why this is not getting created. So that function is nothing but you can say MySQL sorry, underscore error. So this is the function, and this function takes single argument, that is the connection itself. So here we are passing that connection. Now we can see why this is not getting created. So you can see here it is giving the error can't create database because this is already exist. So if we are passing another database name, so it will create it. Let me like this, otherwise it will not create. So first time it is showing the database created successfully, but when we are calling second time it is saying like this is already exist there. So here also we can check the database are created or not. Let me show you there. So guys, you can see here all the database are getting created here one by one, demo practice. So this way we can create the database with the help of PHP function itself. So till now we have understood two new function, that is MySQL query and MySQL error. Let me make a note for all of you. So right now we have understood what MySQL query. So what this function does, it takes two arguments. The first is the connection and second is the SQL, and it executes the given SQL. Executes the given SQL query. And another function we have understood, MySQL underscore error. So what this function does, so this function basically takes one argument, that is the connection itself, and always it returns the exact MySQL error what is there. So returns, or you can say display returns the exact MySQL error. So these four functions we have understood till now. Now we are going to understand another function of this PHP MySQL. So let me add more rows here. Now guys, I'm going to show you like how we can create the table with the help of PHP MySQL function. So you can see this one is done. So let me comment it this all line. And just to create the new table, we need to write the SQL query. So for time saving purpose, I have already typed that query and going to paste it here. So this is the query you can understand here. So this query is going to create one table my guest, and in that there will be a column. The ID is auto increment, primary key, the first name, last name. So these all columns it is going to have this table, and the email and the registration date. So these all columns going to have with this table. So with this help, let me make it user, you can say. So this way guys, you can understand, we have to just create one SQL, and we know very well like how we can execute this SQL. So to execute the SQL query in the MySQL, what command we need to use? We need to use MySQL query. So again this same line we can use it here, because we are just going to execute the particular SQL statement and nothing. So here we can give like table created successfully, otherwise it will give us the exact error what the error is. Now let me show you, but before this we need to select one database. You can see, so this is the connection, and after that we have to select the database, then only it will work, otherwise not. So let me remove all these line. So you can see we are going to create this table under this practice demo database. So let me execute this complete query. So it is showing like table created successfully. Now let's see that table is created or not inside the practice demo uh, database. So this is the practice demo. Inside this we can see there is a one users table, it is created here, and this table is having this much column. You can see, let me show you its structure. So here you can see ID, first name, last name, email, registration date. So these all are the columns what we have mentioned there in the SQL were getting created there. So with this help of this function, we can execute any SQL query in a PHP MySQL. So this function is very much helpful, because to execute any single query we need this function every time. So guys, you have to make a note about this function mysqli underscore query. It always take two parameter. The first one is the connection, and second one is the SQL query itself. So with the help of this we can execute any SQL statement whatever is mentioned there. So now let's see the other example of mysqli functions. Now guys, if you want to insert some data in the this SQL query in this table, so you just need to update this statement only. Rest thing will be same. So here I'm going to show you how we can insert the data in that table. So the SQL statement is insert into users. So the first value is going to be first name, and the second is the last name and email. So the first name is John, and you can make it Kumar, and the sorry Sen, and this is the email ID. So this way, this is the SQL. Again we are going to execute the same SQL. The same function will work here as well. Now we can edit this record inserted successfully. Now let me show you, is it working or not. So you can see record inserted successfully, it is showing, it means it is working. Now let me show you the data is there or not. So you can see here the table name is what, under the practice demo there is a users table. In that table we have one value, that is Johnson, and these are the value just now created it. So this way guys you can insert into the table as well. So this is not a one or two example, you can execute any SQL query, only the thing is you must have the correct query, then only you will be able to execute it. Let's suppose I forgot something here, let me uh, corrupt this query. So how it behaves, if the query is not proper, so it will give you the error like this. So this error is coming with the help of MySQL I underscore error function, because we have mentioned here, you can see under the else block there is a MySQL I underscore error. So this function is giving you the exact error what the error is. So here you can see it is showing like there's a right syntax near to use near this. So here we have missing something, that is why it is pointing this line here, line number 2. So we can go there and we can correct it and we can see is it working or not. So definitely it should work. So it is working. So this way guys you can insert any data into the MySQL table with the help of this command. So now guys I'm going to show you another example of this PHP another function of PHP MySQL. So let's suppose we have to fetch some data from the database, then how we can do that. So basically for that we need one query. So that query we have to execute here. So let me show you that query here. So I'm going to make that query here like it is select star from users. So we want to see all the data of this particular table. So we can give this query and this result we are going to have, and we can see like how many results are coming there. So as we know we are going to have the select star from users. So it is going to give us all the data of this table. So this MySQL I query is going to store that results in this result variable, and we can use this result variable to fetch those records here. So there are multiple records. So for that we need one looping statement here. So for now I'm going to use the while looping statement here. So every time it is going to fetch one record. So this while loop what will do, every time it is going to fetch one record from the this result array. So let me make it like this, row equals to dollar result MySQL I, sorry, this is not the right way. MySQL I fetch, this way, sorry, MySQL I, you can say fetch assoc. This way we can fetch the row, and here we need to pass one thing, that is the result. Whatever result we have obtained, this result we have to pass it here. Now every time this when the loop will run, so it will take the first row from this result, and after that it will take the another row. If there is no row available, then this loop will stop. So let me show you here. Let me make it echo name equals to, let me make it p paragraph row, and that, sorry, we don't have the name, we have the first name only. So we can use it like this, and here we have to terminate it p, and this way we have to close it. Now let's see. So you can see here it is showing two names, the same name two times it is showing, because we have inserted the same name. So let me make the changes here. So you can see the first one is John and the second one I'm going to make the Ram. Now you can see both names are different. So this way guys you can see the result here with the help of select query. So here we have understood one more function, that is MySQL I fetch assoc. So what this function does, this function basically give us the associative array. That is why we have mentioned here associative array assoc. So MySQL function assoc, it, it gives us result in a associative array format. So this way guys you can use this function. So for now we can see this function is useful more for the fetching the records from the database table. Now apart from this, there are lots of other similar kind of function you can see. So all these functions are mentioned here in this document, in this note. So I am going to attach this PDF with this description of this video. So from there you can download it and you can use it. And all these are very similar, and only few things are very different. So let me show you one more function here, so which is more important and being asked in the interview. So the next function we are going to understand is the close function. So what this function does, so close function basically closes the existing open database in a PHP. So here you can see we have opened this connection here, and after our task is done, so we should close this connection. So let me close this function here, mysqli underscore close. So this is the function MySQL close function. We have to pass the connection, and it will close that particular function, particular database connection. So this way, guys, we can use other function as well. But while using this function, you have to keep in mind, for every function you have to use the prefix MySQL. Then only it will work, otherwise not. Likewise, you can see here the function name is close, but what I have done there, I have used mysqli underscore close. So this mysqli underscore, this prefix you have to use with all these function, and then only it will work, otherwise not. So let's suppose if I want to see only the field, so what we can do it, so we can use this my fetch field. If you want to know like how many fields are there, so we can use it there as well. So let me show you this there. So let me comment it for now, and let's see what this fetch field does. Basically fetch fields give us the all the number of columns whatever we are having in the given table. So let me show you, fields equals to mysqli underscore fetch field. So again we need to pass result here. So as we know, like this is kind of array. So to print the array, what we need basically pre command and print r. So with the help of this, we can print this array here. So you can see here all the fields of that particular table are showing here. It is showing the what the tables are, like name and the organization name, what the table is users, and the other information it is showing here. So it is showing all the information about the result what we have there. So this way, guys, you can try other function as well. These are very simple ones, so I'm not going to take more time here in the same video. So you can use it one by one. Now let's move to the another function. You can see we can have the real connect, we can have query, we can have prepare, we can have ping. So let me show you one more function which is very important. There is a one number of row. We can say if you want to know like how many number of row it is returning, so you can find it there with the help of number of row function. Let me give you that error, that usage here. Total records mysqli underscore num rows. So we need to pass the result again. So it will give us like how many records are there. So you can see here it is showing total records is equal to 2. So these all of methods are very simple. Only the thing you have to mention here, the mysqli underscore, this is the prefix you have to use with every function, and you will be able to see the result of this function. So guys, for this video, for this episode, this much, and in the next video, in the next episode, I am going to bring a new topic. In that topic, we are going to understand new logics. So, guys, till now, if you have not subscribed our channel, so you can subscribe it. And if you like this episode, and if you like our efforts, so you can share it among your friends. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the latest notification whenever the we are going to upload the video. So till that, just do the practice, and thank you guys for watching this. Thank you.